Hey guys, it is me, Makeupbymaritsa, and this video is all about contour, bronzer, blush, and highlight. As you can see, we're kind of glowing here. So I hope you're excited for today's video. I do think it's pretty easy to follow along. Of course, if you have any questions, make sure you drop them down below. All products used will be listed down below in the description box. That's that. Get ready to learn how to add some dimension and some structure to your face. I'm excited for you to be here, and I am grateful for you to be here. Go enjoy. As you can see, I already have my base on. My skin powdered for the most part. This is going to be my personal contour and bronze and blush and highlight routine, just so we have it on the YouTube channel. I've done it on my IGTV before, but I figure, you know, we're on YouTube now. I gotta put it on YouTube. So I keep looking over here. I need to look over here. I'm recording on my phone. We'll get used to it eventually. So what I did first, you can hardly tell because I did a very, very thin layer, was I took my Anastasia Beverly Hills Fawn contour stick, and before I did any powder, I took my Juno Co Lavender sponge, swipe it into the sponge, and then I gently press it into place. I like to go right from where I can feel my cheekbones starting, and I press it and up into that area. I like to define my cheekbones a bit more because I have a very flat ovular face. Like, my cheekbones don't protrude here unless I smile, so I kind of give more of that illusion. Do the same thing on the other side, as well as to give myself more of a lifted eye look. I do bring a little bit on the outer corner of my eye. I literally will sit there and just go like this. Not that hard. Same thing on the other side. And then I don't have a huge forehead, so I don't put too much contour on my forehead. I only bring it a little bit up on the sides just so it's even and like blended into the skin. I typically don't contour my jawline because I don't care that much about it, being honest. But if you look at my face, measuring from hairline to brow bone, under the brow to my nose, under my nose to my jaw area is the biggest sector of my face. So that would be where I typically want to contour it a bit more, at least from the front. So I put more contour here. That's what that'll look like. And you see how that immediately shortens my face? Now we gotta blend it out, just to give more of an even look to the proportions of my face. That is the traditional method of contour. Now, if you're just trying to accentuate your cheekbones or make yourself look more snatched, just accentuate your cheekbones. You don't have to go in and do contouring your forehead, doing the lines on your face, what you see on Instagram. It's a bit much. It's a bit much in my opinion, but it's okay. So once I have everything powdered like I already do, I'm gonna go in with my KVD Vegan Beauty Kitten Mini Contour. That is a mouthful. In the shade Light, as you can see, I love her. I'm going to take a Sephora number 79 brush. This is probably my favorite brush. I've had it for years, worth every freaking penny. And just take a little bit of product and dab off a little bit. There's a hair on that. I have my mirror over here still, so I'm just going to go right in. And I gently swirl my brush into my cheekbone area. I do like to pull up. Like I said, I want to have more of a lifted effect. And I don't like to bring my contour out too much, so once I know there's no more product left on the brush, that's when I'll kind of dust it into the cheek. Do the same thing on the other side. Now, like, you know, I love this little trick. I literally take a little bit of contour on the brush on the flat side, which I just make it flat by rubbing in it. I press my brush right on the outer corner of my eye, and I just pull the contour back. That's gonna give me that type of look. And like I said, I don't have a huge forehead, so I don't want to overdo it. Same thing with my jawline. So I do a little bit of product there. And then this is a discontinued Sunkissed brush. I will literally cry whenever it poops the bed on me, but this is what I like to use to contour my nose. I did do a little bit of cream contour already, but I don't usually like to contour my nose too heavy because I find it can look heavy. So I use a very soft contour shade. That's why I love this KVD one. And I'm making sure I go on the top of my nose, not the sides. If you do go on the sides a little bit, it's okay because it's fixable. And then for my nose specifically, if I do that little round thing, it doesn't look good. I look stupid. So I don't do that. Then, just to finesse it a little bit, I'm going to take another clean sponge. This is just a beauty blender. It is damp already. And I'm going to go in with the brightening shade that's in the KVD palette, the top one. That's why I love these, because they come with everything you need. Instead of baking, I'm going to use my brightening powder. And I gently slide down the side of my nose. Look at that. Does everything I need. And I'll gently press it in on the under eye area. This is just personally what I like to do. Like I'll always say, if you love to bake, do your thing, especially if you think it looks great. Powder on myself can get to looking very heavy very quick. So powder and I we're friends, more like acquaintances, but we're not besties. Another thing you just saw me do is I take that brightening powder underneath my eye. Just like that. That's gonna give me more of a wider effect to my cheekbones because I do have a very ovular, straight face. So I wanna create more width. Now if you already have a wider face shape, you can do this, but I'm warning you, it will make this area look wider. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna take a little bit, and I'll do right here a little bit. Cute. Cute. If you ever do too much, just take the clean side of your sponge and just pat it in. And that's like your secret weapon. I like to do this method with a damp sponge, typically because it just further presses the product and melts it into the skin versus letting it sit on top of the skin. So that's the reason for the damp sponge versus a dry sponge. I sometimes, if I'm lazy, I will do a dry sponge, but what I'll do afterwards is I'll take my same contour brush and I just dust off everything so that nothing is sitting there for too long. Now we're gonna go into bronzer. This is the Anastasia bronzer in the shade Rosewood. It is a more warm tone, I lied, cool tone. It's a pinkier bronzer, so it's gonna look very orange, but I think it can look orange in a good way. Another one, if you are fair like me and you don't want to look orange, you can also use the Sunkissed bronzer from Makeup Geek. Super cute. I hope they still have it. They do also have Makeup Geek contour powders, the Anastasia palette. There's a lot out there that you can contour with now. Bless. I've shouted it out before. If you are a person of color and you are watching this video and you don't feel represented for contour, I want you to check out Coco Swatches on Instagram. One, she's amazing. Two, she truly has everybody represented in the people of color community. As for colors, when you're trying to shop, she's your girl. I'm gonna take a Sephora Collection. There's no brush on or number on this. It's just the powder brush. It has a little swoop to it. I'm gonna press in with a little bit of product, and I'm gonna show you what I like to do. So my contour is back here, right? I'm gonna take my brush. This is what having cats is like, hairs on everything. And I'm just gonna start to press it on top. Right into my cheek. See how I said it can look orange in like a cute way? I'm gonna switch over powders and I'm gonna go into the, oop, I dropped something, into the Makeup Geek bronzer. I'm gonna use this guy on my forehead. A trick with this is please push it into your hairline. Above my brow a little bit. I'm gonna top off my cheek bronzer with a little bit of this guy. I honestly bronze very messily because the sun doesn't care where it hits your skin. Cute. I did a dab of bronzer on my chin. I'm not gonna go in with a ton of bronzer. I like to focus, if I do contour somebody's chin or jawline, I use contour, strictly. I know there's a trend where it looks cute, but it does draw attention to this area. So when you're trying to minimize or seed something, you want a like true shadow color, not something pink. But do you? that is just the makeup theory. That's what I'm here saying. So if you do it, I love you. You look cute. I'm just giving the tea. Now for blush, I'm going to go in with the KVD Vegan Beauty Peony blush. It's a true pinky blush. It is so cute. Same brush. And I'm going to go from my eye, like my pupil, almost at iris, down, which is about the apple of the cheek, and up. So what I'll do is I will literally press it in that area. Like I said, I want to keep everything lifted and pulled up. Cute. And I don't want to put it too low, so that's why I personally think the whole smile method while you're applying blush is a waste, because when you smile, your cheeks raise, but when you relax, your cheeks lower. So it's kind of like, pointless. Just to further blend everything in, I'm going to take my contour brush, dust off the product. I'm going to go a little bit with my brightening shade. And I'm going to dust around this edge here. Perfect. Same thing on the other side. Now I'm going to go in with some highlight. This is the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. I do also love the Anastasia Amazing highlighter, but I'm trying to hold on to it for as long as I can. So I don't want to use it every single time, so I have to push myself to use other highlighters, and it sucks. I do love this one though, because if you want like a blinding highlight, like another blinding highlight that is worth every penny is Artist Couture. It's like Facetune in a freaking cylinder. It's awesome. I'm taking my Anastasia A23 brush, and for highlight, I like to think, okay, where does the light naturally want to hit on my face? Not all the way back here, but it wants to hit more right here. So I'll blend it back, but it wants to hit more so on the tip of my cheek. And that way you see there's no like stripe on my cheek either. If you see a stripe on your cheek when you're facing forward, that means that your highlight, the pigment that's in it, is too dark or it's too light. It's like instant Facetune yet. Like, oh my gosh. What I will do, this is why I like to do brows last. I take my fluffy highlight brush and I just push it into my brow area. Look at that. Now you can see like this is the skin coming together. Cute. And then I'll take a little bit on literally my middle finger and I just dab my nose. I don't like my Cupid's bow. I feel like I don't look good when I do that, so I don't do it. That's just a personal preference. Some people absolutely look adorable. I look stupid, so I'm not gonna do it. If you do put too much, go in that same sponge and you just press right over it. Your beauty blender or makeup sponge, you can also do this with your foundation brush. Press right into it. It's gonna become your lifesaver. Just saying. I'm gonna go finish off my face, come right back, wrap things up, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, so that is it on my contour and highlight video. The last step that I did that was in my previous video about just perfecting your base is I set my face. So I used the Watermelon Glow Mist from Glow Recipe. This one has a little bit of an ultrafine pigment that adds a little bit more glow to the skin. You know me, I like to look more like skin than anything else. It helps melt powder in. It's not technically a makeup setting spray, but it works beautifully, especially if you want that glowy, dewy look. It has hyaluronic acid, watermelon extract, so I think it's very beneficial. For my gloss, I have on the Fenty Glass Slipper Clear Gloss. Fight me on it, it is the best freaking clear gloss. My lips feel so supple and hydrated. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I really hope you took something away. I hope it helped. Like I said earlier, if you have any questions, drop them down below. I'm always going to be there to answer. And if I don't, bombard me on Instagram and TikTok, Makeupbymaritsa, same thing here. Everything is going to be linked down below. If you don't follow me already, please do. If you're new here, I appreciate you. I hope you like this video, subscribe, turn your bell on for notifications when I do post new content. I do have some already cooking, so I'm excited just to keep posting for you guys. If you have any specifics that you want talked about in a video, make sure you drop those below as well, just so we can make sure everything gets covered. I don't really know how to close these out yet. We're gonna grow together. If you have anything you need, you ask. Let me know so we can talk about it. I'm gonna go. I keep feeling like I have fuzz on my face. What happens when you have pets? Am I right? Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Again, make sure you subscribe, like this video, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube now. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.